man or fear of yourself? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid now?
All right, guys, Caleb here with Gaming at a Glance, and I'm joined today with Colton, the bass player of... Colton, what band do you play for?
I play for Mouth of the South.
Mouth of the South. Oh, I'm a huge fan, obviously enough. Love you guys. Every album you put out has been amazing. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans real quick?
We do have a new album coming out. We don't have a set date yet, but we did just get out of the studio, so... This is the best album I think we've recorded. We've all been listening to it and just get all giddy and goosebumps every time we listen to it. So be looking out for that.
Sounds great. Sounds perfect. I'm excited. I'm super excited. So I have you here today. I'm guessing you guys aren't on tour now. You're able to chill at home. No,
we are actually at home, and I'm excited. We are about to leave in October for our next tour, so we have a little time off, which is always nice.
Perfect. I'm digging what's in the background. I see the basses and then the firearms and.
You're actually in my bedroom, so.
Rad.
Not much in here.
Perfect. Well, as you know, I'm the head of Gaming at a Glance. We do game reviews, game news, podcasts and YouTube videos, all kinds of crazy stuff. And I am so honored that you would allow me to interview you just on your gaming preferences.
No, absolutely.
Perfect. Well, I've got a couple questions lined up for you, and I can go ahead and start firing them off whenever you're ready.
No, I'm ready now. Go ahead, give me what you got.
All right. First and foremost, when did you first start playing video games? What was your first game, first console, earliest memories?
When I was a kid, man, my parents got me a Super Nintendo. That was the first console I ever had. And I got super into, like, Mario and just, like... There was one game I can't remember that was super cool. It was like you were this little rodent, and you had different hairspray, and you would spray it on, and your different hairstyles would do different attacks, and it was a side-scroller.
And I love it.
I can't remember it at all. But, yeah, Super Nintendo was my first console. Grew up loving Mario and all the just Nintendo games that came out. And then I later got a PlayStation 1, which was amazing. Got Mortal Kombat was my first game to get on PlayStation 1, so... I have a nostalgic love for Mortal Kombat.
Great choices. Great choice. That's where I started with. I started with Super Nintendo and then moved right on to PlayStation 1, bypassed the N64, regrettably.
Yeah, me too. I ended up getting N64 later, and it was a blast, but, man, I just have that love for Super Nintendo, and those games are just so sick. I loved the side-scrollers that you had on there. And
oh, yeah. Like the...
I got Rogue Squadron for 64, the Star Wars game.
Yes.
And it was too hard, so then I just went straight on to PS1 and kept playing that.
Love it. So I remember on the Super Nintendo, one of the first games I had was the Super Return of the Jedi, which was ridiculously hard, but so great.
So hard.
Oh, absolutely was. Never finished it.
Either. I don't think I finished Rogue Squadron either for 64.
Yeah.
It's left in the memories.
But hey, we live in those memories.
Oh, yeah.
What are you currently playing?
Oh, man, my current game that's been taking up all my time has been Destiny. The new expansion just came out, The Taken King.
Oh, yeah?
I've been putting constant hours into that game. Me and our vocalist as well, Josiah, constant Destiny playing all the time.
So can you guys play that on tour, or do you have to wait till you get home to play it, or...
We have to wait till we get home, which is, like, the worst part about it, because all my friends that I have online, like, we go on tour, we come back, and they're, like, a way higher level. Their light levels are, like, way up, and they're like, hey, let's do this. And I'm like, well, I can't. My light's too low. So I have to play, some alone time and dig into some of the missions and stuff.
Got to sit there and grind.
Yeah, get that grind to get my level up there. But, yeah, it sucks not being able to play while you're on the road, because you just kind of get that itch to get home and play.
I feel you. What are you playing it on?
Currently, I do not have an Xbox One. I haven't made the switch yet, so I'm still playing it on 360, which is totally lame, and everybody else of my friends have Xbox One. but I'm hoping to get one pretty soon so I can move on up in the gaming world.
Hey, I feel you. See, I'm a PlayStation guy myself. PlayStation 4 is my jam, so that's what I stay on. But I don't judge you yet.
Yeah. No, PS4 is tight. I would totally get a PS4 if I didn't have so many of my friends playing Xbox One.
That's the main
So,
that's the main response I hear to that is, all my friends have Xbox One, so I'm going to Xbox One. But
yeah,
you know,
basically it for me.
both great consoles, both great. So Destiny, how are you enjoying it? What's attracting you so much to it?
Oh, I love it, man. Like when the game first came out, I got it like the day after it came out and started playing and fell in love with it. It's an RPG that's first-person shooter, so it was like super fun for me to play because I love RPGs and like MMOs type games. And so to have Destiny be an RPG and also be a first-person shooter, which I also enjoy, it was tight. And then the first two expansions came out, and I got them, and they were awesome. And then this new expansion that came out, Taken King, really kind of reinvented the game for me. It took you back to like the beginning of getting like uncommon items and like getting excited for your first rare item again. It was like, holy crap, because I had all this exotic gear, and it was like awesome, but it like really had that nostalgic value of like starting the game over in a sense of getting gear. It was like really weird to have like all my exotic gear and have uncommons that were like more powerful and more high level than my exotic. So it was cool to go back. I'm still like it's exciting to get new exotic gear for the level 40 cap, and it's awesome. I love it, and it's really cool to like I don't know, just relive that moments in the game. Like to get that first piece of gear that was like sick, and you're like, oh, this is so rad, and it's like re-leveling that up is like so much fun.
Well, it's like Christmas, you go back, you're like, oh man, I wonder what this is,
Exactly. You get the engrams, and then you just like decrypt them, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I got this, or you're like, oh crap, this wasn't strong enough, better go grind again on this raid or whatever.
I feel you. See, now that's the love of gaming right there. Is just, oh my god, I wonder what the next big loot drop is going to be. So I'm stoked to hear that. All right, give me your top 5 games of all time.
Oh man, top 5. That's a tough one, man. That's really tough because I really enjoy a lot of different games. I would say top 5 for me would have to be the first Bioshock.
Oh yes.
I still love the story on that game. Love the dark, creepy factors of that game.
It never gets old.
Never gets old. I love it. Anytime I play through it again, it's just incredible.
Absolutely.
Let's see, what else do I have? Let me throw this one in here. This is Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Yes.
I would prefer Melee a little over Brawl, but well, actually no. Brawl was pretty tight.
They're both pretty freaking stinking good.
Yeah, I would say both of those. We'll put them in the same category there, the same like level. I love the Super Smash Bros. Games.
Who's your character in Smash?
Oh gosh, I really like playing as Kirby. Love Kirby, dude.
Good answer.
I wreck shop with Kirby.
I don't blame you, man. Dude,
for some reason I love Kirby and Mr. Game & Watch. Once I figured out how to play with them on Brawl, I was just like all about it.
You got to toss that bacon. You got to toss those bacon strips at everybody.
Absolutely, dude. The frying pan, throw the bacon, get it out there. I also really like Link a lot too.
See, Link is my character right there. It's just straight up.
There. I love Link, man. Toon Link too. When you got Toon Link on, I think it was Brawl or it was Melee, one of the two.
Toon Link I think is in Brawl, yeah.
I think Brawl was Toon Link. Yeah, Toon Link was tight. I really enjoyed playing as Toon Link. But
that up B spin move, man. That up B spin move kills everybody.
You every time, especially if you connect that last one and it just like flying
out of the ring.
And then you just wreck shop with throwing bombs at people too. That's always a good way to piss somebody off. But
yeah, it works. It always works.
Yeah. Let's see what else I got on my list. I really like the Witcher games, the whole like trilogy of the Witcher.
Have you played the Wild Hunt?
I haven't played Wild Hunt yet. I've played it briefly, and I loved it. But not having an Xbox One has really set me back on being able to play The Witcher 3. So
I finished The Witcher 3, I think, a few weeks ago, and I'll say this: that game is a masterpiece. Oh,
Oh,
it is
that's why I'm so
absolutely.
excited for it. I was nervous though because like the new Destiny expansion was coming out, and I didn't want to start The Witcher and like have all those hours of gameplay and then like forget about Destiny. So,
Yeah, that's a good call because The Witcher will consume your life.
oh, absolutely. I also really like the Oblivion games, um, or the Elder Scroll games. Morrowind, I think, would probably be. I think Morrowind was probably my favorite. I liked Skyrim a lot, and Oblivion is tight, but dude,
Morrowind.
Morrowind is so cool to me. I
Oh yeah,
loved Morrowind a lot.
I
Uh,
agree absolutely. These classic ones, you can't beat the classic ones with the new games.
oh,
It doesn't
absolutely
happen.
not. And the sheer fact, like, I think if I still get on Morrowind and I go back to this one town, I killed a boar at one point, and it rolled down a hill into a lake, and it stayed there the entire game. And that's where I went to go level up my like magic. I would just like cast spells at it constantly, and it would just give me points or like experience for leveling that up.
I love it.
And
See,
that's
Elder Scroll games are known for that.
oh yeah, and to become a werewolf and a vampire was pretty tight. To have that like hybrid Morrowind that you could do was so sick.
You could be
I
Jacob
loved it.
and Edward at the same time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I dig it.
Let's see what else I got, man.
So that's
what else,
3. Well,
I've been-
technically that's 4, I think.
I think it might have been 3. Or we'll count it as 3 because I think I was I tied in more or Melee and Brawl together. So we'll go 3. So
we got
let's see.
Bioshock, Super Smash, The Witcher,
Let's see what else I got. What else? What other
and
games
then
have I really
Morrowind.
enjoyed? I'd have to put Destiny on the list.
Okay.
Because I've really enjoyed that game. And I've put so many hours into it that I think I've put more hours than I have Skyrim, which is
Wow.
a little impressive for me. I don't know. I put a lot of hours into Skyrim.
Hey, Skyrim's great.
Let's see. What would be my last game I put on that list? I can't decide if I want to throw in like a classic or
Hey.
if there's a new game that has like really, really caught my eye.
It's up to you, man. If you want to throw in a couple more, go for it.
Let's see. Is it wrong of me to throw Battletoads? Can I say Battletoads?
You can absolutely say Battletoads. It's nothing. There's no wrong answer. Unless you said like,
man, Battletoads is fun. I know that's like an ongoing prank for people at GameStop to get phone calls about the new Battletoads pre-order if they have it.
I worked at GameStop for a while and I got those calls. So
Did you get those calls a lot? Because I feel like, I don't know, I called a couple and asked just for the sheer joy of it, and I don't think I appreciated it too much.
no, they won't. We won't. Well, I mean, I didn't. I got the call maybe once or twice. So it wasn't too bad. But I mean, Battletoads is a great game, man.
Yeah. Let's see what's a good one that I could throw in there. Man, I'd have to say the Zelda franchise too. Like any of those games, like really set it off for me. A Link to the Past was very tight, and there was a new one, Skyward Sword that came out for Wii was really fun too. And I had not very many high hopes for it because it was a Wii game, and I was like, come on, let's see what it can come up with for Zelda. And it was really tight. Skyward Sword was awesome.
What's your
any of those franchises, Majora's Mask, like any of those were so tight.
Now, I'm
Love
not
them.
sure if you have a 3DS or not, but the re-releases of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on the 3DS are amazing. They're so
Really?
good. They really
That's
are.
tough. It's funny because like I still have my GameCube, and I'm pretty sure GameCube still has like the most releases for any Zelda game.
It does.
Sure. Okay, yeah, it's still up there. Okay, I didn't know if any other console had like taken over for that or not, but
Well, there's just so many Zelda games, and my personal favorite Zelda game came out on the GameCube, which is Wind Waker. Wind Waker's my favorite. I love Wind Waker.
tight. I remember Wind Waker. It was very tight. Yeah. That one was
great.
sick.
I love the Toon Link animation, and I didn't understand the big headedness and what the need for that was, but I liked it because I was so young.
Hey, you enjoyed it because like I remember playing like what was it, Spyro, the dragon games, and I had to cheat, and you could make the big head in Spyro. So that was like, I don't know, I loved it.
Well, I mean, that's what I appreciate about Nintendo is because while everyone else is progressing to have the more realistic graphics, Nintendo's like, you know what? We're in it for the fun. We're gonna do whatever we want with these graphics, and you can suck an egg.
Yep, absolutely, man. I love it. I just recently played the new Mario Kart for Wii U. We were in the studio. Our producer had a Wii U, so we played a lot on that. I really enjoyed the new Mario Kart a lot as well.
See, the Wii U has the remastered version of Wind Waker, which I've heard is really, really, really good. Touched up the graphics.
That's sick. I might have to look into that.
See, I've been looking into it. I just can't get myself to buy a Wii U because they just announced the new Nintendo system coming out, the NX.
For real, yeah, I saw that.
The Wii U doesn't have enough games out for them to need to come out with another console, but whatever.
Yeah. I think I might still try to get an Xbox One before I branch out to those other consoles.
Got to stay on that Destiny game, man.
Dude, I need to, man. All my friends are just having a blast playing together and doing raids, and I'm sitting here with a couple of my friends that still have 360, and we're hashing it out. But
I feel you. Well, that brings me to my next question. In the battle between Xbox and PlayStation, where do you side and why?
oh, man, that is like, I'm probably going to get a lot of haters for this question, but I will have to side with Xbox. I know PlayStation has the better graphics and they're able to run like a higher, like 60 FPS and stuff like that, way better than like what Xbox can. But I don't know, man. I have like that nostalgic value and like tied to Xbox because like when the first like original Xbox console came out, I got it for Christmas one year and I loved it, dude. It was a big black box and I just loved it. And
Halo.
I got the 360 when it first came out. So I've gone through a couple of 360s because I did have the red ring of death that hit me hard on the first like issue of the 360 models. But I've gone through a few, but I still enjoy them a lot. I would like to branch over to PlayStation because, like I said, the first console I had other than a Super Nintendo was a PS1. And I loved it. I loved PS1, and it would be really tight to get a PlayStation 4 just because one of my friends has a PlayStation 4, and it just looks so much better than the Xbox One.
It's sleek. It is sleek.
And it's sleek, and it's very sleek, and the graphics too. I know a lot of people argue that it's like, oh, come on, man, it's the same graphics card, blah, blah, blah. It's like PlayStation kind of has it better on the graphics side of things, like for the graphics card. And I won't be afraid to admit that. You know, I probably have a lot of people that'll punch me in the arm for saying that, all my friends that play Xbox One, but it would be awesome to have a PlayStation 4, but I think I will have to go with the Xbox on the verses there.
Why have one when you can have them all? That's the real question.
That's also very true. You could have multiple, you know. I could just get both.
That's why the point, though, the whole war between Xbox and PlayStation is kind of stupid when you can, I mean, you eventually can have both. It's just where you start, I guess. But good answers. At least you have a backing for why you support Xbox. Most people are like, oh, I like Xbox better than PlayStation because you're stupid.
That's 90% of the arguments that I've heard about it. So.
Yeah, I was like, all right. Well, here's this. If you could switch to PC gaming, would you?
Oh, absolutely.
At not enough money. That's the point I'm in.
Absolutely, man. Like I have a bunch of like I played World of Warcraft for a while, and I haven't logged on in like years, so I don't even know what my character's doing or if he still exists. But
dude, WoW is so great.
Yeah, PC games are tight. A lot of my friends are getting into Heroes of the Storm, and they're talking very highly of it. So I think I might end up like eventually. My laptop now could run Heroes of the Storm, but it would just look like total crap, and there would probably be serious lag going into it. But it would be tight. I would definitely switch to PC gaming. I love PC gaming.
Counter-Strike.
When it first came around, my friend had built an Alienware like tower, and I was just so amazed by it. But now it's like Alienware is not even like the greatest thing you can get anymore. So it's like,
oh no, a lot of people crap all over Alienware now because there's just monster machines out there.
What is it like? Asus? Don't they make like you can build like a really sick gaming computer through them?
See, yeah, you can. I built my gaming laptop with HP, and it lasted for about a year and a half before it was just so outdated that I couldn't even run cardboard doo-doo on it. Sucks, but PC is where it's at. Do you think that virtual reality, like the PlayStation Morpheus or the Oculus Rift, will be a good step for video gaming?
I would enjoy it very thoroughly. I think putting yourself in that character's position, like literally like live character position and stuff like that, would be really sick. I know they just came out with, I can't remember where it's at, but an actual live virtual simulation where you put on an actual helmet, and they've built this like warehouse to mimic like certain areas and stuff, and it looked very tight.
Right.
But stuff like that, I think it could be very cool for the future of gaming. I mean, I would enjoy the heck out of it. So
I'm just worried about PTSD, man. I feel like playing those horror games, PTSD is going to get real.
That's very true. There's actually a cool Kickstarter that I was looking at for an iPhone game that actually, like, it's a horror game, and they put you through, and you, like, walk through your home with your iPhone, and the game actually connects itself to, like, your flash and a bunch of other stuff like that. And it's supposed to, like, the more you walk through your house, it maps out your house, and they put these, like, ghosts and monsters through it all. And it's like a puzzle game. Like, you go through and you find certain keys and stuff like that to make it actually out of your own house, which is really tight. Because in reality, you could just walk out the front door and be fine. But it would be really cool for that. And I think they didn't make their Kickstarter goal, which sucked because it looked really cool. But maybe they'll get around to doing something. I don't know.
See, I don't want to crap my pants on a daily basis, so I don't think I'd support it, but man, that'd be intense. Way intense.
Bummed too, like for the brief like horror game section, Silent Hills.
Oh yeah.
I was super bummed that they canceled, production of it.
Did you play PT?
I didn't play the PC of it. No.
PT made me lose sleep for like 3 days. That game freaked me out like bad.
Really?
It was insane.
I watched a bunch of like playthroughs of it, and I was like, "Dang, this looks nuts!" Like
it was. Did you play Outlast?
I didn't get a chance to play Outlast either, but I heard it was very tight. I think the last I played the Slender game on PC.
Classic.
And we had like our practice area. I actually hooked it up through like our PA, and it was the worst decision I've ever made.
Yeah, but that was terrifying.
Yeah, next time I play a game like that, I'm definitely not doing that. I'm just going to play it with the volume pretty low and the computer away from me, so I can like not crap my pants or pee all over myself. So
it'll happen. See, because I played Outlast, and I played it for an hour when I first got it. It was like 9 o'clock at night, and I was like, nope, I can't do this. Waited until the next day, kept all the lights on, sunny day outside, windows open, volume all the way down, and that game still scared the living crap out of me.
I love scary games, man. Like, I love Dead Space, and
Dead Space is amazing.
Any of the Silent Hill games, I loved them. Also, like, a game that scared me, but I also got very attached to it. I'm going to add this to my top gaming list because I just remembered it. The Last of Us.
Oh, amazing. Oh, it's a masterpiece.
I got so emotionally attached to the characters, I wanted to cry.
In the first 10 minutes, I did cry. The very opening?
10 minutes was so just like, you got so attached in that first few minutes, and then you were like, crap, what the heck happened? Like, I'm sad now.
The voice acting and the graphics, they paired it up so perfectly, and the emotion was real.
Oh, absolutely. There was even that one point in the game where you're like walking with Ellie, and you see the giraffes.
Yeah.
I stopped and let her look at those for like the longest time just because I felt like emotionally attached, and I was like, she needs this moment. She needs it. Like,
there needs to be a little bit of light in this dismal world that we live in now.
Oh, absolutely.
Enjoy the virtual giraffes.
Yeah, that was such like a solid, like, I sat there for probably like 15 minutes and like just let it happen.
You have to drink in the moment. They should have had like an achievement for that. You let Ellie look at the giraffes for an hour and a half. Here you go.
But yeah, that game, man, I love getting emotionally attached to games. That's
the best. If a game can pull an emotion out of you, that means the game was done right.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see here. If you could live in any video game universe, where would you live?
Oh, crap, man. That's a... It's like out of all the games I've played, there's always like something really crappy happening in that world.
It's true, but this is just the universe, not in the same circumstances. So are you going to live underwater in Rapture? Are you going to live in Hyrule? I mean, where are you going to be? You going to catch Pokemon in the Hoenn region?
Dude, honestly, I would probably live in the Pokemon region. I would go back to the Indigo Plateau, and I would live right there in the nice little area.
Dude, catch them all.
I would catch them all, dude. I would definitely pick Pokemon out of all of those.
Good, cool.
That would probably be my most enjoyable world to live in that universe. It would be tight.
Have you heard of Pokemon Go?
I have, and I'm really stoked for it to come out because I'm going to be like, I feel like I'm going to get like that weird thing where I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night and my phone's going to be going off and there's going to be a Mr. Mime in the corner of my room just like staring at me. And so I'm not looking at that, but it would be tight. I want to catch a Blastoise. It's my favorite Pokemon.
Nice. Well, at least catch a Squirtle and evolve it. I mean, you never know.
That's true too. Yeah, that's very true. Get that connection with Squirtle, you know, and like sit through the evolution with him. But I'm excited for Pokemon Go. I think it's gonna be tight.
I think it's coming out I think it's November. November, I believe 20th. It's coming out. So that'll be good for you. You get to play it on tour because I know it does a lot with your GPS and everything. So you can really catch them all.
A lot of Pokemon.
Well, you better catch a lot of Pokemon, and I'm gonna battle the crap out of you. Also, not sure if you heard, I believe it's October 8th or 9th. Might be an incentive for you to get a new generation console because I believe the beta for Star Wars Battlefront comes out.
Oh, yes. Yes. I've been watching the gameplay of it, like the small little gameplay trailers they had and stuff, and it looks insane.
Oh, it's going to be unbelievable. I'm a diehard Star Wars Battlefront fan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, me too, man. I played the old ones, and they were sick.
Freaking crazy. Crazy good. Crazy good.
Yeah.
Now, here's another kind of thought-based question for you. If you could have one object from any video game and it be real and functional, what would you pick? You going to go portal gun? You going to go anti-grav gun from Half-Life? Pokeball?
Dude, anti-gravity gun is tight. Dude, a portal gun would also be very sick. I'm sitting here thinking about it, and I'm like, dude, that would be nice.
Right?
I would just probably juggle water bottles from my ceiling to my floor and just watch them fly past.
And then whenever you're thirsty, just reach out and grab it. Do you know how awesome that would make lugging your gear around? How easy that would make it?
If I could put an orange on stage and a blue at the trailer and just knock my gear over inside of it, it would be the best.
Perfect. That's what you need.
I would definitely have to get a portal gun. I can't think of anything else that would top that would make my life so much easier.
Now just wait. You're gonna get off this web chat and think about it later and be like, crap! I really should have gotten that.
For real, yeah, I probably will.
It's an intense little question because there's so many different things.
It is an intense question because I could probably, give myself an hour and I could think about 3 other things that I would probably really enjoy. But man, when you mentioned portal gun, that took the cake for me, dude. I was like, that would be so nice. Literally,
the cake is a lie.
Cake is a lie. I was about to say that.
I agree. See, now you're gonna get off here and be like, man, I should have taken Sweet Tooth's ice cream truck from Twisted Metal. I think that would have been better choice.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's a good, portal gun. You can't go wrong there. If you were the main character to a game, describe what kind of game it would be.
Oh man.
Create your own destiny here, Colton.
Yeah, I could create my own destiny. Oh man. Let's see. Create my own character. If I had to create my own character in a game, and it be like, oh man, it would be really cool to be the Dragonborn, and to like take spirits of dragons as my own. But man,
would you take the dragons from Dragon Tales?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, dude, you got to come on to Dragon Tales.
Dude, I'd take the big blue guy first, and I'd slay him and take his soul.
I like it.
I'd have to make it like a Halo type character, like a Master Chief. Like, I love the Halo games. I'm excited for Halo 5.
Yes, it's gonna be great.
It looks very dope. I watched the cinematic trailer they had for it and got me more excited for it.
Did you watch Forward to Dawn?
I did. Yes.
What'd you think of that?
It was cool. I wish they would have had a bigger budget for it.
Yeah.
Um, Definitely, but it was cool. I wish they would have focused more on Master Chief because that's what I was waiting the entire movie on. And
Exactly.
then and then it was like the last 20 minutes of the movie, and he was gone. It was like it ended. So I was like, man, I wish
But
they would have
he
focused
kicked
more.
ass in those 20 minutes.
Oh, he absolutely did. Oh man, it was awesome. But I wish they would have been. I wish they would have had more of a budget for it, and they would have put him in there longer. It's kind of like Venom from the Spider-Man movie. How he was only really in it for like not very long, but he's like one of the coolest villains for
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man.
Well, next to Carnage, he's the coolest.
Yes, Carnage is very tight too. Yeah,
I give you that.
but yeah, man, I had that feeling. Like I saw Master Chief and I was like, "This is dope," and then I was like, "Oh man, movie's
gone.
over." Yeah, he's gone.
Master Chief's helmet, roll credits.
Yep.
But
I'd
I
probably
dig it.
make a Master Chief character for my own like gaming world and character. I'd be this super sick dude, like this 2-ton guy walking around with armor. And,
I dig it. Super soldier. I like it. Well,
but because he could survive space, but he can't swim. I don't get it, but whatever.
doesn't make any sense to me. I want to know how he takes off that suit to go to the bathroom. Maybe
Same.
it's like the Iron Man suit. You can just go in the suit.
That's true. Or maybe it ends up being like Rocket Man, and every time he farts, it just goes to and stays trapped in his suit. I don't know.
Oh my god, I love that movie. That movie,
Wasn't that movie great?
dude, it's so good. Oh wow, that's a throwback and a half. I'm gonna go watch that movie now. I have it. It's so good. If you, what type of game do you prefer to play by yourself, and then like what do you prefer to play in a group session?
By myself, I really enjoy like puzzle type games, like Portal, and like I really enjoyed just every game that was in the orange box. I loved it. But Team Fortress 2 was kind of it was a group setting. But group setting, I would say Destiny because it's really fun to play with your friends. And any game like Portal or what was that one that came out for a while and it was like very, very dark. It felt like you were in purgatory. And it was a side scroller. Any game, any kind of puzzle game like that. Are you
thinking Catherine?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Where you're the dude with the goat horns in your underwear trying to climb the blocks?
Yeah. That's
Catherine.
the one. That game was tight.
It was weird, but it was good.
Yeah. Any type of puzzle game or like, I don't know, like problem-solving game I really enjoy playing by myself. Just because I like Portal, man. Sitting there playing some of the levels on Portal and being like, how the heck am I supposed to get way up there? Like, doesn't make any sense. I can't, and they have those blocks where you can't shoot portals on, and you're like, come on, I got to throw myself with another portal to get up there. So any game like that I enjoy by myself, and group setting games I really enjoy, like Destiny for my group setting game.
See, if you listen to our podcast that's going to come out, I believe on Friday, we talk about game theories, and one of the game theories is that the companion cube actually has a human being inside of it. That's supposed to it's really crazy. You have to check it out. It's interesting, but Portal.
Yeah, I'm definitely watch that because that sounds very interesting.
I'm letting you know, man. Gaming at a Glance. We have a free podcast on iTunes. You can listen to it on the road. It's like an hour long. It helps the time go by.
Sick. I had a companion cube, like plush, like pillow.
I had them as fuzzy dice in my car for a while.
Yeah, there you go. That's sick.
Great.
I got those. The pillow was sick though. I had it a lot, and I loved it.
See, now you always need a companion cube. Always.
Oh.
All right, I got one more question for you.
Cool.
That's going to be, do you wish your songs were on Guitar Hero?
Oh, man. That'd be cool. I played the heck out of Guitar Hero, man. I loved it.
Did you hear they're coming out with a new one?
I did not know that.
Yeah, the
E3 announcements, like the main E3 announcements was like, I was like stoked for Halo. Like I was like all about the E3 announcement for that. But man, yeah, it would be sick to have our songs on Guitar Hero. I would probably score pretty bad on our own songs.
Even though you wrote the parts, What's a bass? What's a bass guitar?
But it would be tight. It would be tight to see if I could play my own song on Expert on Guitar Hero.
With your eyes closed and the guitar behind your head?
Yep. Because that would be something I might be able to pull off for once.
I could see it. I could totally see it. Well, with the new guitar, there's actually 3 new games that are coming out that were astonishing to me. Is that there's a new Tony Hawk coming out.
Yes, I saw that. It looks sick.
See, I was bummed because I got so into Skate that I was just like, Tony Hawk is garbage. Skate is way better.
Dude, yeah, Skate is the best Skate game they've ever come out with. Like I played Skate 1, 2, and 3 and loved it. And but Tony Hawk coming out, I don't know. I hope they still allow me to put in cheat codes for like perfect grind or like perfect balance and all that stuff. Because it would just be so much fun. You know, it was so much fun playing the old Tony Hawk games, Pro Skater 2.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're redoing the maps for Pro Skater 2. Like, you can go back to the school and everything. And I love the fact that they still have the secret characters from Tony Hawk's original. Like, in this one, you're going to be able to play as Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal and Skate as him. Sick. Right? And, like, I think Sackboy's in it.
Oh, man. If they can make it where I can play as Darth Maul again, that would be dope.
Right. Dude, Darth Maul was the best secret character they ever put. That hoverboard was so sick.
So sick. And he had his freaking saber out the entire time he's skating.
You could do the special grind where he does all the spins and stuff.
Yep, it was so sick.
Well, the new Tony Hawk's coming out, and I'm really hoping that entices the people with Skate to finally go, okay, we're going to do a Skate 4, and then I will just die because I'll be so happy. But,
yeah, that would be sick.
Guitar Hero Live is coming out, and then Rock Band 4 is coming out. And the thing with Guitar Hero Live is that it's not cartoon anymore. It's like you're actually in front of an audience, and it's like from a first-person perspective. So it looks really cool, and there's going to be a lot of online features where I believe, I'm not sure if I heard this incorrectly, is that it's going to be a lot of online, so people can make their own songs or take songs and add their own keynotes over it and then upload them. So you guys might get put on Guitar Hero.
That would be sick. That would be so dope.
Well, I would be the person playing all of your songs, so, that happens.
As long as you play the bass just a couple times, I'll be happy.
All right, I'll do that. I will play the bass and the drums and sing all at the same time. Don't ask me how I'm going to do it, because if I can, I'm going to record and put it on YouTube, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
Crazy Rock Band mods and all that stuff where they take the drums and play Guitar Hero on it. And
the one where the guy does Through the Fire and the Flames with the guitar.
The drums? Oh,
dude,
it's so
insane.
Sick, dude. It blew me away.
I was baffled. I don't know how they do that kind of stuff, but that was... Well, hopefully we will see you guys on Guitar Hero. Mouth of the South.
That would be very dope.
That'd be super cool. Well, that's all the questions I had for you. I really appreciate you doing this interview with me. Is there anything else you want to say to everybody?
If anybody wants to play Destiny with me on 360 console, you can add my gamer tag. This is Coltron. Very simple, spelled out. I would be more than happy to play with anybody and help me finish some of these stupid quests that I have to do. But yeah, that'd be anything. If anybody wants to play any games anytime, I'm always on when I'm not on tour and at home. So that would be dope.
Good call. Well, I'll make sure to put your gamer tag in the comment or in the description box.
Cool.
And I'll link Mouth of the South there as well. But I really appreciate you doing this interview with me, and look forward to maybe doing some more. If you ever want to get on a podcast, let me know, and I'll be sure to get you patched in.
Cool. That'd be awesome, man. Anytime.
All right. Well, from those of us here at Gaming at a Glance and also from Mouth of the South, I'm Caleb. Thank you guys so much for watching this interview with Colton from Mouth of the South, the bass player. Go save the princess, everybody. She might be in another castle.